This is Martin LaMonica with CNET. The Museum of Science in Boston has opened a small wind lab with 5 different turbines. On Tuesday, the museum published data that showed that the museum's roof does not have enough good wind to make the turbines economical. But the museum will continue to gather information for professionals and is using the turbines as part of an exhibit. I spoke to Bob Shatten, the principal of Boreal Renewable Energy Development, about the project.
Maybe just tell us, what are some of the big surprises you heard in doing this? It's been going on for a few years. What are some of the things you discovered that you didn't know before?
Some of the big surprises related to the structural engineering aspects of small wind and the engineering costs associated with integrating the wind turbines into an existing structure.
Huh, okay. And the wind resource, you said in your presentation, is a very big factor.
It is.
And in the end, this isn't a great resource, right?
That's right, and typically in our industry, people always believe their property is very windy, but they also don't realize that the wind industry requires superb wind in order to make it economically viable, above 6 meters a second, typically.
Which is very windy, right? That's something...
14, 15 miles an hour.
Right.
Yes, on average.
Right, okay. On the other hand, you've put a lot of work into this, so I guess even if it's not economically viable, what are you learning?
It's an incredible tool and a resource for educational purposes because it still demonstrates differences between technology and performance between different technologies.
Okay, and now what are some of the things that you found out about the different turbines? Is it clear where one turbine, one design makes sense over another?
I'd say that's a little premature, but what we did find is that from a reliability standpoint, there certainly are differences in a manufacturer's claim versus how they perform in the field also is different to date.
Huh, all right, so it sounds like you're still getting...
It's an evolving industry.
Huh,
it's a new industry, yes.
Does your gut tell you right now that urban wind makes sense? And you know,
not with the data that we've seen. We think solar is more competitive right now for urban locations than wind turbines.
Okay.
Small wind turbines.
Okay. So for people who are thinking about getting a wind turbine, either on their office building or at home, what should they do? How do they figure out whether it makes sense or not?
They should get a better understanding of their local wind resources, and they should also examine the options for rebates and also look at solar power.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot, Bob.
Thank you.